What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode. This should be day 11 of Trading to Glory. It's going to be a little bit of different style of video, so let me know in the comment section down below if you do end up enjoying it. And let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a comment question to start it out with. Who do you guys think will win the League One Player of the Year? League One is the French league. It's between Cavani and Neymar. Let me know who you think's gonna win League One Player of the Year, because Neymar's injured. I would put him, but he's been injured, so Cavani's kind of taken over. They're both pretty close, so let me know who you guys think's gonna win League One Player of the Year in the comment section down below. But essentially what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys for a little bit. If you guys haven't seen the videos that I did with Run the Foot Market, I did them over on his channel. You guys can check them out. They've got a lot of good information. I'm going to kind of build off of that a little bit. Essentially, we talked about what our card's going to do throughout Team of the Season, what our card's going to do throughout Player of the Year, and everything you kind of need to think about with any value of card between 82 rated all the way up to Ronaldo. So if you guys have, let's start with 82, 83, 84 rated cards. We discussed this before. These cards are great investments because they're going to be used in league SBCs, like certain league SBCs. You know how you submit, 82 rated squad and you get a league SBC in return. That's specific. It's like a 25K pack specific to whichever Team of the Season league's out. That's going to cause these 81s, these 82 rated cards to go up in price. There's probably going to be like 82 rated plus guarantee packs that keep these, rare cards above discard price. And those are just like the low rated rare cards that nobody thinks about. If you pick these cards up, these 82 rateds are going for 750, 800 coins right now. Check Footbin, check what the cheapest ones are on your console, and go ahead and buy them right now. They're great investments, and even though they're not huge cards that you're going to make dozens of thousands of coins on, they're going to be significant investments, especially if you have extra spots on your transfer list right now. You guys have 100 spots on your transfer list. Fill them up, okay? 82 rateds are going to go from 850. They're going to get up to probably around, I'd say, 1,400 to 1,700 coins. And that's about doubling your coins, which is awesome. That's a good profit right there. So next thing, we're going to go ahead and talk about 83s and 84s. I discussed this in a previous episode of Trading to Glory. Essentially, what they're going to do is they're going to take a big rise in price every single time an SBC is dropped, whether it's a Team of the Week SBC, whether it's a Player of the Year SBC, anything along those lines. These 83 rated cards that are going for 1.5 thousand coins right now, they can get up to probably around 6,000 coins, and they did last year. There were various SBCs that came out throughout the course of last year. I remember there was like guaranteed Team of the Season packs that we had last year, and that caused a big spike in 83 and 84 rated cards. Even if you guys mess up on an investment in 83 and 84 rated cards, let's say you buy them now and nothing comes out for the next week, it doesn't matter, because eventually something will come out and these cards will be inflated. We see these 83s go up in price every single time during these big promotions, and Team of the Season was one of the biggest, if not the biggest promotion of the year. So we're going to see these 83s and 84 rateds go up. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about 85 rateds, which I actually have a few of, so we're going to go ahead and use these as examples. I've got Company, I've got Otamendi, and I've got another Company. Other examples are Subasic, Glick, both of players from Monaco, 85 rated in League One. It's kind of tough for me to talk. I've been awake all day. I've been streaming for 4 hours. My voice is kind of gone, so I apologize, guys. And before we move on, if you guys could drop a like on the video if it is helping you out, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more trading tip content, so squad building challenge guides, World Cup content, and more. So, Company here is 85 rated. He's Belgian, but he's not in packs right now. He's not going to be in packs again until Wednesday when the Team of the Week expires and we get a new Team of the Week. So this card I got for 15,000 coins. I got another one for 15,000 coins here as well. And I told you guys that was a great investment. I didn't have enough coins to really invest heavily in him yet at the beginning of the week, given the fact that this is only day 11, obviously. So we are still working our way up in coins on the Trading to Glory. But right now, Vincent Company has risen all the way up to, wow, he's even higher than earlier today, 24,750 coins. So we were making about 9,000 coins on every single Company. The window for that has passed, but the window hasn't passed for players like Undawan. Undawan is a player who is on Manchester City. He is an 85 rated card. He's also German, which kind of links with Sane if he ends up winning Young Player of the Year. It's most likely to be Raheem Sterling that wins Young Player of the Year, but Sane is definitely not out of the running yet. But I think Sterling will probably end up winning. That's what the bookies all have winning it. But ultimately, Gundogan is going to, he's a good investment for both of them. And he's one of the cheapest 85s in the Prem, let alone the entire game. The cheapest one in the game is actually Subasic at 11K. And then most of them are chilling around 14, 15K, as well as Gundogan there. And then you've got the more expensive ones. Obviously, the Premier League ones are expensive because of the Salah Player of the Month. We're expecting a Young Player of the Year for the Premier League. We're expecting Player of the Year for Premier League, so Sterling and Salah most likely. We're looking at League One Young Player of the Year, which is probably going to be Mbappe again, and then Player of the Year, which is either Cavani or Neymar. Again, let me know in the comments who you think that'll be. And then we might see other Player of the Year or similar SBCs for other leagues, or there are, I believe there's some new nomination. There's a new prize for the Premier League, PFA. They have some sort of new award that Kevin De Bruyne's going to end up winning, so maybe they'll give him an SBC as well. Nonetheless, we have gone through 82 all the way to 85, and you can kind of throw 86s in there. These 85 and 86 rated cards are really solid in various ways. You just got to kind of think about why a certain card would go up in price, whether it be a Player of the Year, whether it be a Team of the Season, SBC, something along those lines. Is it going to be out of packs? What cards are going to be in the most consistent Team of the Season? Do some research there, and if you go ahead and find a card that's, 83 to 86 rated and is going to be in the most consistent Team of the Season, then go ahead and pick up a shit ton of those cards. Don't demonetize me, please. The ad revenue is bad enough on YouTube. I'm sorry I swore, but I'm not editing that out because I'm probably not going to even make a cut on this video. Let's go ahead and move on to some of the higher rated, the elite cards, icons, Ronaldo, Messi, anything that's above like 200,000 coins. And I'm not talking about a cheap icon. I'm not talking about, Petit's left back icon that goes for discard. I'm not talking about Puyol's right back icon that's only being used realistically for icon SBCs. I'm talking about cards that people want in their squad, that people want to use for weekend league. What's going to happen to these cards? Well, here's essentially what's going to happen with the fluctuation. Let's take Ronaldo, for example. I don't know exactly what his price is, but we're going to estimate it here. I think he's around 750,000 coins right now. I could be wrong, but we're just going to use it as an example. This card started at 1.2 mil, all right? A few weeks ago, probably about a month and a half ago. He's 1.2 mil. He has dropped a ton, okay? Throughout the course of the last month, he has dropped a ton throughout the various promotions, the panic selling, especially leading up to Team of the Season. He's down to 750,000 coins about, let's say that. What's going to happen is he's going to hit rock bottom going into Team of the Season. It'll probably be a couple days before Team of the Season actually does drop. Ronaldo is going to hit a price of around 700,000 coins. He's going to drop a little bit farther is essentially what I'm saying. Once those first 3 days of Team of the Season come out, then what happens is everybody goes and buys, not everybody, but a lot of people go and buy their cards expecting them to be super cheap, realizing they are super cheap, and they are, and that causes the prices to go up for a few days. That Ronaldo might go from 700K to 800K, but it's a very short amount of time. If you take a look at FootBin graphs from previous years, guys, they don't stay up in price for very long. So what you need to do is, if you are going to take that risk, you got to buy at the perfect time. You got to sell when you make profit and don't risk anything. Because after they do rise up, after he goes from that 700K to the 800K, it's a steady decline for the rest of Team of the Season. So you got to be very, very careful when you invest in big cards on the first couple days of Team of the Season, because if you hold on to those cards for too long, you're either stuck with them for the rest of the year, or you go ahead and take a loss on them and reinvest, which is okay. I mean, we've all been there before, but I'm warning you now, don't fall into that trap. Sell when you make that profit, because what's going to happen is they'll continue to be in packs. I mean, unless they're in the most consistent Team of the Season or in the Premier League Team of the Season, La Liga, so on and so forth. Unless they're not in packs for some odd reason, okay, they're going to continue to drop due to the supply. The supply will outweigh the demand 100% of the time during Team of the Season. There's just way too many packs. Now, there's a couple different ways that we can actually look at cards that won't be in packs, that won't be affected by the amount of supply, and will only be used in the demand, which are some of my best and favorite investments. Let's take a look at Harry Kane. Harry Kane's also a card that we talked about in Run the Foot Markets video. If you guys haven't checked him out, please do so. He's an awesome guy, and he's an awesome YouTuber. Essentially, we've got a Harry Kane here, and he rose a little bit today. a lot of it was due to that video, I'm not going to lie. But ultimately, because he is an 86 rated card that hasn't been in packs for 4 months. For 4 months. There's not too many other cards you can go with that are strikers in the Premier League. You've got Morata and you've got Lukaku. That's about it when it comes to SBCs. But Harry Kane's the only one that's English. So when it comes to Raheem Sterling's SBC, maybe Harry Kane's needed. Whether it's Raheem Sterling's SBC or a future SBC, whenever there's going to be a Harry Kane needed in SBC, what's going to happen is this Harry Kane, this 86 rated Harry Kane, will creep up towards the 88 rated price. So this card will easily go from 30k to 60,000 coins when an SBC is needed for a Harry Kane 86 rated card. It could happen, it might not. But what's the risk when there's no cards in packs? It's going to be used in various icon SBCs. He'll be used in the current SALAH Player of the Month SBC. There's no risk. It's not like he's going to drop in price that much. I mean, he might go from 30,000 back down to, I think, the lowest he could get is 28,000 right now, just because that's what I saw him earlier today. But ultimately, nothing lower than that. He's not going to tank. He can't tank. He's not in packs. There's some other examples of that as well. You've got Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen has one of the cheapest 87 rated cards in the game. And he's got an upgrade. I believe he's 88 rated now. And he's a very, very cheap 87 rated card. We saw end of the era cards at about this time last year. Remember, it's the end of the season. We had Lam retiring, Alonso retiring. We might see that again this time around. Obviously, Kaká and Pirlo retired at the end of the MLS season last year, so they had them in winter and then Kaká in the spring. But for players that are retiring at the end of this year, and I'm not sure if there are too many big names that are retiring, but I'm sure there are a few that EA could pick out and put them into end of the era premium SBCs. And even if they don't do that, they do have an opportunity to release some premium SBCs just for the heck of it, because they did that last year during FUT Birthday for David Luiz, El Shaarawy, and there was one more. I don't remember who it was, but they could do it during Team of the Season as well. I mean, you can't forget about that. And 87 rated, he's 32,000 coins. He's in the Premier League, and that's the league. Those are the investments for SBCs. I mean, EA, obviously, they love the Premier League. They love to do SBCs with the Premier League, and they're also partnered with the Premier League, all right? They're sponsored by the Premier League, or they sponsor the Premier League. Whatever, same thing. He's going to go up in price. He's not in packs anymore. And when you compare him to a card that's in packs, let's take a look at Rakitic. He's 87 rated. He's the cheapest 87 in the game. It's not even like he's that much more expensive. You're going to spend a maximum of 3,000 coins more to get yourself a Premier League Christian Eriksen, 87 rated. So not only is he Premier League, he's out of packs as well. That is an investment. And those, there's plenty of those. I gave you a couple of examples there. Pick some up. Find your own examples. If you want to share them, share them. If you want to keep them to yourself, keep them to yourself. Either way, let's make the profit during Team of the Season. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will be, this will go up on Saturday. So, Sunday's video, yes, that's actually a pretty special video. It won't be Trading Glory. It'll be something special. I still have to edit it, but it'll be good. I promise. And I will see you guys. I keep switching to the wrong scene. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.